today's Christmas themed episode. Drew shows you some toys that he got from Christmas in 1992. He talks to you about his top 5 movies to watch at Christmas that aren't Christmas movies. And he also shows you some video game pickups from Christmases of 1992 and 1996.
Hey there guys, today is a sort of Christmas special video, and today I thought we would look at not only another top 5 movies that I like to watch at Christmas. This time it's 5 non-Christmas movies I like to watch at Christmas, but also I'm going to reminisce on a couple of old Christmases back in the day, and I've just made some recent pickups of things I got in those Christmases. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is an item I've been wanting to pick up for a very long time, and I just happened to come across this on eBay at a really good price and thought I'd buy it. So this item goes all the way back to Christmas of 1992. So I think it was about 1990 these things were released, and they were basically, first of all, like they were like blind bag toys, and I collected them quite a lot. This item is actually from about series 4, I believe, and it was released in 1992. And it is the Monster in My Pocket Super Scary Haunted House pack. So not very Christmassy, it's more Halloween related actually, but this is something I got in Christmas of 1992. The box is in reasonable condition. It's got all this stuff on the back here, I like that. It's like the whole sort of mail order thing, join the Monster Club type thing there. And the monsters, I'm not sure how well they're going to come out here. I'll try to get better pictures later. There's all kinds of monsters from different like mythologies and cultures and stuff. Yeah, there's a creepy spider dude in the middle there. But that is just something I loved when I was a kid. And I obviously took these out of the box back then, and I mean, God knows where they all went. And I'd really like to probably get some more. I'll probably try and buy some more of these out of the box actually as well, but this is a really nice piece that I just want to keep like this, and that's going to go up on my desk probably over there or somewhere. But yeah, that is a really cool item I did get in 1992 for Christmas.
Apparently these monsters in my pocket scare the pants off you. Ah! One free inside every packet of Wheatos.
Okay, so the next segment is going to be me talking about my top 5 non-Christmas movies that I like to watch sort of around every Christmas, most Christmases. So let's cut straight over to that. This part of the video is my top 5 movies to watch at Christmas for me. They're not Christmas movies, that's the twist. So last year I did my top 10 Christmas films to watch at Christmas. This year I thought I'd do something different in that there are several films that I like to watch at Christmas that are not actually Christmas films. I don't think they even have Christmas in them whatsoever. They're just films that from my childhood till now I've watched during the Christmas period, and watching them does actually make me feel Christmassy, and there's I have to sort of watch them in and around this time of year for nostalgia. So let's get straight into it. Okay, number 5. Okay, it's a trilogy of films, it's the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So the Lord of the Rings films in the UK, well, I mean everywhere, not just the UK, they came out every year at Christmas. I think, was it like 2000, 2001, 2003, that sort of time? And every year it came out in the cinema and I went to watch it. And every year the film from the previous year came out, and it came out in there was like a nice box set that looked like books. So I bought the DVDs that were like books. And then after that, obviously, we had the Hobbit films, but I'm not including those because the Lord of the Rings ones, you know, people love it or hate it. At the time, it was massively popular, but a lot of people do criticise it in that it is just a bunch of people, albeit in a fantasy type setting, just going on a long walk. And I can see their point. but I enjoy the films. And you know, I like nothing better than at Christmas time just to stick on Lord of the Rings and watch Fellowship of the Ring and the Two Towers. Not the last one, I'm not so sure about, but the first two especially I absolutely loved.
Are you frightened?
Okay, number 4. Okay, so number 4, this one does have a bit of Christmas in, I think. Or it's at least very wintry. It's Batman Returns.
From the sewers of Gotham, a new villain emerges.
So it's the old Tim Burton film, not the first one, but the second movie with Michael Keaton as Batman, with Danny DeVito as the Penguin, and Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. Since this film's come out, I've watched it a lot of Christmases, and it does have that sort of wintry feeling to it. So for me, it's always a film that I do watch around Christmas period, and I do love those two Tim Burton Batman movies for back in the day.
Above Gotham looms its greatest hero.
Okay, number three. Again, I don't believe Christmas is in it, or it's been a while since I watched it actually. But it's Edward Scissorhands.
Hello? Why are you hiding back there? You don't have to hide from me. I'm as harmless as cherry pie.
So again, another Tim Burton film, another wintry setting. It's another film that I watch in and around this time of year, and it's a film I love. Johnny Depp as Edward Scissorhands and Winona Ryder's in it. It's just a really nice story, nice film, nicely filmed, and I just really like that film. And again, it's always I just seem to watch it around the Christmas period. So yeah, that's my number 3.
Most incredible tale of a most unusual character. Edward Scissorhands.
Okay, number two. Number 2 is a film from the 80s, based off a cartoon. The film in itself is not deemed particularly good, but it's a film close to my heart, and it is Masters of the Universe.
At the far end of the universe, there is a planet ruled by a being of utter evil.
Starring Dolph Lundgren as... say his name right? Dolph Lundgren, playing He-Man. And it's a film, it's the very first film I ever watched at the cinema. My dad took me. Yeah, he didn't take us at Christmas or anything, but it's a film that I've watched many years at Christmas. I used to watch with my granddad as well, and I actually have the VHS tape, which was my granddad's. It's one of the only things I took from my granddad's house when we cleared it out and he died. Let me get that. Yeah, so there's my He-Man cassette tape. This was my granddad's. Something I cherish. I don't actually even have a VHS player at the moment, but I cherish this. And I used to watch this with my dad, my granddad, my brother, every sort of, yeah, all year round, but particularly at Christmas, I just always seem to put this on. And I don't know why, but maybe it's that feeling of family from this film. So yeah, that's my second favourite film to watch at Christmas. That's not a Christmas film.
Dolph Lundgren as He-Man. Frank Langella as Skeletor. Only they have the powers to be Masters of the Universe.
Okay, number 1. So number 1, film that's not a Christmas film that I like to watch at Christmas is from Star Wars.
It's not true. That's impossible. No!
Right,
Wasting time.
And it's Return of the Jedi.
You can either profit by this or be destroyed.
So Return of the Jedi is actually probably my favourite Star Wars film. I know a lot of people like Empire Strikes Back, but Return of the Jedi for me is a film I watched nearly every Christmas on UK television in the early 90s, I'd say. late 80s to early 90s. It was on every Christmas. I mean, the whole Star Wars trilogy was on, but this film always seemed to be on when I went to my granddad's with my dad. And I remember just sitting in the living room watching it year in, year out. Boba Fett and the Jabba the Hutt scenes at the beginning, the Ewoks, you know, the fights with Darth Vader and the Emperor. It's just, for me, you know, it may not be the best film in the whole franchise or the original trilogy, but it's the film I have fondest memories of most. Again, watching it with family, watching it with my brother, with my dad, with my granddad, and it's the film that I just have to watch every year. And you know, I will be watching the original Star Wars trilogy again this Christmas. I'll try and get Ryden into it. He's sort of into it a bit, but he's not quite there yet, so he's not quite old enough to appreciate it yet. But yeah, I'm gonna look to watch it. Okay guys, that's my top 5 non-Christmas films to watch at Christmas that I like to watch. Obviously there's the obvious examples of films that people like to watch at Christmas, so I thought I'd do something a bit different.
I'm a fucking nerd.
Okay guys, so that's my top 5 non-Christmas movies I enjoy around Christmas time. I thought I'd do something a bit different. Last year I did my favourite Christmas films, top 10 last year, so this year I'd come up with something a little bit out of the box, but I still wanted to talk about movies around Christmas time because I think movies are a big thing around Christmas for me. Okay, so next up we're going to go to a couple of video game pickups from a couple of Christmases that are quite prominent in my memory. So we're back to Christmas of 1992, so I'd already got the Monster in My Pocket Scary House, and then the other item that I got was a video game. Now I got this on my Commodore Amiga back in the day. I don't have a Commodore Amiga at the moment. It's something I'd love to pick up at some point, but I picked up this game on the Sega Mega Drive. But it's a game that I got Christmas 1992 on the Commodore Amiga, and it's Zool. From the Nth Dimension. He's a ninja ant type creature. So Zool was made by Gremlin, and it was sort of like I think he was meant to be the Amiga's version of, you know, Mario or Sonic for them. They were trying to compete with the consoles. Ultimately, I think the Amiga was pretty much dying out at that point anyway. But I enjoy this game for all its flaws. I enjoy it. You've got that sort of really colourful, Candyland level, and you know, that's probably the one most people remember most from seeing it from like TV shows and stuff. But I like this game. Again, it's a lot of it is nostalgia for me. This came very nice condition. It's got a really nice crisp manual in there. The game, the case is in absolute excellent condition. So I was really super chuffed to get that one.
Oh yeah.
The other game is from Christmas of 1996. Now that's probably my most favourite Christmas in terms of my video game presents that I received at any point. That Christmas I received 2 PlayStation games. One was Die Hard Trilogy, which I haven't shown you yet. But the game that I've just picked up is the other game I got that Christmas. Possibly one of my most favourite games ever, and it is Resident Evil.
Hey, what's going on?
So it's the first Resident Evil.
Jill?
Now you'll see here I got it for £7 in cash converters, which is really good. As soon as I saw that, I just went straight to the counter. There was no hesitation because £7 is actually pretty good.
It's a deal. It's a steal. It's sale of the century.
And it comes with everything, the manual and the disc, and it's the first sort of edition of it, not the platinum or one of those other versions.
Barry?
It is the proper original release of Resident Evil, which I do tend to try and like. I do like to get. I'm not saying that I wouldn't buy platinum versions of games and stuff, but with this, I did want the first sort of release of it.
Stay away from the door, Joe. I'm gonna kick this door down.
Doesn't really need much talking about. Survival horror game, zombies, bio-mutants, all kinds of crazy stuff. Probably the game that started off the survival horror genre. For me, after playing that game, I'd had a PlayStation already. I'd played games on the PlayStation, but it was the first game that really made me go, wow, what a jump from what I'd had previously, which was Sega Mega Drive and an Amiga, up to PlayStation. That was the game that said to me, wow, you know, games, how can games get any better than this? I mean, obviously now they're a lot better, and this hasn't aged particularly well, like many PlayStation 1 games. But I could still sit and put that game on and play it and get just hours of fun from it. So again, really chuffed to get that pick up as well this Christmas.
Oh, Barry!
That was too close. You were almost a jibble sandwich. You're right.
Okay guys, so that is the video. Hope you've enjoyed it. So let me know in the comment section below what you thought of my Monster in My Pockets set. I think that's really cool. What you thought of the 2 games I picked up from Christmases past. And also, let me know about your thoughts on any movies that you like to watch at Christmas time that aren't actually Christmas films. What tends to be put on during the Christmas period and you tend to watch it. You know, other films I could mention would be things like Toy Story, that always seems to be on, Jurassic Park. There's loads of films that I watch a lot of times during Christmas because they just get put onto TV, you know, terrestrial TV in the UK. Just those films have a Christmassy sort of feel to me, even though they're not actually Christmas films. Okay, and if you enjoyed the video, as always, I'd ask you to please give this video a like. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel for more pop culture related videos. And in 2019, I'll be looking at doing loads more awesome content. There'll be more collaborations and all kinds of stuff going on. So yeah, be sure to check out my videos in 2019. There won't be any videos now for a couple of weeks probably. I might pop up some 4-minute Thursdays, but don't be surprised if there's no videos until the sort of into the first week of January, because I'm going to take some time off now to just enjoy Christmas. And then I'll kick off 2019 with a look back on 2018, and then a little sort of what I'm looking to get or play and stuff like that in the new year. So January will probably be a look forward and a look back sorts of videos of the previous year, and looking forward to what's coming out in the new 2019. So yeah, thanks for watching guys as always, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take it easy.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Merry Christmas from Ryden and me at Pop Culture Deathmatch, and we hope to see you in the new year.